for black.
Yeah. Is the Twitch stream still on? I just want to check because I think it's still on. Hopefully there are no problems. Oh, it just broke. It just broke. Okay. Because I need to check this real quick. Okay, let me just check this real quick. Huh. So, is the chat, is the stream? Let me just check. Okay, I see. Dragonfist is still there?
Yep.
Okay. Ouch. The server just... Yeah, we're trying to figure things out real quick. In fact, we have about 50 minutes left. So I figure we might just jump to the next game in about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, we spent a lot of time on this advanced like variation.
Yeah, usually I do. What I do is I preview one of the games in a detailed way. But I guess I can show you what I can show you guys what happened. If you could give me the control, that'd be nice. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So we talked a lot about the RG here. So the, we talked a lot about like when in doubt, just avoid agi. Like if it's unnecessary. I have to make sure that the camera is mounted correctly. So, but I mean, Blight did that, and this is kind of like killing agi almost.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
because
this is
Blackbird.
Sente. White must respond. Then, but after this, the cut point seems really shiny now because White can cut simply at Q12 without any consequences.
Yeah, like before that he could, or he was connected already.
Yeah, like here.
Yeah, now he's connected, so now he can
Now he can
save the
jump
two
out.
top stones. Or well, he's connected. Yeah, I guess that's fine. But I'm kind
Yeah,
of I'm kind of worried about the two on the top as well.
or he can also do that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he should actually do this in order to settle his top group.
Yeah, I kind of like. Um, yeah, that's also possible.
Yeah, so
Um,
he basically has a free move, and with the power of Sente, he can do almost like anything he wants.
yeah,
But after this sequence, he's the one in Gote. You can't ignore Q12 because if you do that, White can just basically Atari, which is what happened in the game. So Black jumped out, and White can Atari. Black must connect because if White uh captures that, then it's pretty much it's almost like game over for Black because all of White's weak groups have connected with to each other, and it now is now it will be like Black who's weak, like even if that right. So this would not be acceptable. So if you look at the game, this is an interesting move. So White actually, this is aggressive. So White tried to
yeah,
cut, and I am going to give you the control back.
yeah. I'm thinking White, of course, expects this and
Mm-hmm.
wants to cut. Um, and now, I guess the group in the middle is kind of weak. Like even if Black lives on the top side, maybe White can attack this group in the middle. Um, I guess Black would take though.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe White was expecting to do something like this.
Uh-huh. So I
Uh,
mean, if White extends at J15, then what will happen? Black will just let him run, right? So J16, and yeah, that, and now G16.
yeah,
So I mean, in for six shape, White must extend at F15, but Black settles nicely on the top side by playing at F18. This variation also has its downsides though, because Black is in Gote, so White can ignore Black's F18 and play somewhere at L8 to further attack Black's central group.
yeah.
So let's see. But what was White's follow up in the game though?
And play this.
That was kind
Uh,
of strange, wasn't it?
yeah, it's well, it's not following White's plan. So it's like you are playing different than what your plan was. And it seems kind of strange because now Black slices White shape, like L13 to the J14 and H14 stones. It's this typical slicing shape,
Mm-hmm.
um, which seems nice for Black. It's not a good shape for Black.
Yeah, indeed. Just notice like how all of a sudden Black has become stronger after White's mistake at age 14.
Yeah,
Like he now has like an iron head almost.
Iron Head.
um and all of a sudden White is the one uh sandwiched in between.
Yeah, It's still a fight though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what you want to play here.
Yeah. It'll still be complicated because white can push at 11, and then uh maybe like N10 or something. That was my N10, not the cut, but like the peep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So this could be complicated, but it shouldn't be too bad for black still because even uh well that's kind of good for white actually.
Yeah. And black kind of needs to fix.
To fix the outside, yeah. Well, yeah, so that would not be good. But I mean, even if black doesn't uh enclose white right now, like instead of K10, just jump out at instead of K10, just jump out of the J11. I would still feel like black is in good shape here. And white might come out at L11, but I mean black would just M9.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be too hard for him to escape. So let's see what happened in the game. Ooh. I think maybe at this point black should just Atari at M M10 and just basically oh, the ladder works, right?
Yeah.
That's an obscure ladder. I actually didn't see that coming. I thought like black might just like play half the ladder and like push out, but the ladder actually worked.
Yeah.
Okay, that's intriguing.
So
Yeah.
it seems. Hello?
Oh?
I think the call ended or lagged.
Uh, why? I don't know why. Yeah, that's problematic. But anyways, we're talking about white 70 or like N10 in the game.
Uh,
I thought that was kind of problematic. I don't know. Maybe white should have played at xhu98 instead. In the game, he Atari from the other side.
yeah, now black is dead.
Yeah,
So
now black is dead, and it's kind of like the game is almost over because black lost all like the 7 stones he needed, and white is basically connected,
yeah,
and now black needs to fix his outside, right?
yeah, this is hard to save this group.
Yeah, it's kind of
uh,
bad. Um, that could work as well.
yeah, to attack the top stones.
Even though it's not as good as obviously like taking a ladder,
Yeah,
it could still be something.
yeah,
Yes, but yeah, unfortunately the game was uh the balance has tilted to white side, and after that it's pretty much a dominant game for white.
Yeah, also, like, black can't play here, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Well,
Oops, oh, there's Atari. Self Atari.
there's no Atari.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe there was, but I didn't see that one.
That
Yeah.
would be instantly game over.
Yeah. Hmm. So,
But I think the push works.
well, what push?
Uh, I mean like
This?
N11, the variation you're playing, the
Yeah.
push will still work. So like even if uh even if Black gives up the 3 stones in the center, he will still capture or at least like enclose all of White's top group there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that could still be a good game for Black, but I mean like after Black 77 and White captured that, I would say it's already kind of hard for Black to catch up because territory wise, it's like 20 points, and plus White has no weak groups, and Black needs one extra move to fix his outside because, as you can clearly see, he needs an extra move at K11 or somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And White can basically take that, use that extra move to fix the bottom, fix the bottom left corner, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean this was a good game and lots of interesting fighting. Um, I do want to reserve some time for the second game. But we talked a lot about this, and before we jump to the second game, I just want to mention that Palantir and Tinuvio, the two OGS moderators, they have actually done commentary, like a little bit. It's like more live, and they actually covered some interesting aspects of the late game. So you guys can check that out on YouTube. But I mean, today we're just looking at the game from a different perspective, and hopefully this has been helpful. So okay, we'll jump to the second game. We have about like 35 minutes left, actually.
Do you want control?
What?
Do you want control?
I do, I think. Are we in the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so oh, we're just talking about Palantir and Tinugo, and here we are in their game. So this is actually one Rengogen they played. They're playing as a team, and against I think Iridium and Awe, also like two SDK players. So this is more like an SDK game, and I want to go over this like slightly I want to say quicker, and but I mean I'll still give you control first of all to just allow yourself to make this your pace. So we have the control now.
Okay. I don't really know this Joseki, so I can't really commentate too much on it.
That was an interesting Joseki indeed.
Yeah. It seems like, I mean, black pushed white from behind on the bottom. giving white fourth line territory. But at the same time, white's 2 stones are very weak. So I don't know. Seems. Would you Tanuki from this? Like
You mean like white or black?
white.
Like I would say so actually. But just to leave the agi, because black has spent a lot of moves on
Can't
like
black just kill
capturing the 2
this?
white stones here. So like I mean like if he does that, then it's not so efficient if you think about it, because like black has what 9 stones around white's 2 stones.
Yeah.
I think even as white, I would be happy seeing like black spend so many moves on those 2 stones.
Okay.
And if white approaches at R14, I think he'll be in a good spot.
Yeah. I don't know.
So that was standard Joseki. Okay, so here's one thing I want to talk about, because in the game black actually played at 03, right?
Yeah.
So if we look at this move, and okay, first let's see what happened after 03. White played at S4, then white settled on the right side, right? And it seems like black's right, black's territory on the right side is disrupted because of white's nice settlement. So, what do you think black should have done instead?
Well, I think of course, black should either kick or this one to attack. Because black has Q10.
Black has more stones on the right side than white after all, right?
Yeah.
So it might just as well be an attack.
Yeah.
Also, I think I also like the kick. So because black has a stone at Q10, the kick is considered a good option, because white cannot expand on the right side that easily. So that's one of the options. I think white might actually play at Q8. That's the standard.
It's black's turn.
Oh yeah, I mean like instead of R8, white plays at Q8.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that.
I think both are fine.
Yeah, these are both available solutions for white, but then again, we see the advantage of the Q10 stone. It limits white's ability of settling nicely on the right side. And by the way, black can also play at 03 instead of 04. If your style is like you want like third line solid territory, that's also doable.
Yeah, this is also why I think like R6. I mean, I would consider O3 before R6 to build the bottom side, because this kind of works with the fourth line stones to have a nice like fourth line to third line formation, and it's going to get attacked.
Yeah. So this is actually one good point to mention. White has 2 fourth line stones on the bottom side, and if we compare R6 and O3, we see that O3 is on the same side as G4 and H4, right? And let's say black answers at Q6, because obviously he cannot he cannot pincer because white's two stones are just like too close to the approach stone. And okay, so what if black plays at M3 instead of Q6? So the white will just jump out, right? And jump out, and black has to jump out, then white shoulder hit, and it seems like it's almost impossible for black to live because the white simply has too many stones on the left side. So that's the
Oh,
reason black
there is
cannot.
this. There
Uh,
is this option now.
oh yeah,
Like,
he could play at P3 still, but I mean this is like uh this is almost like too much territory for white on the bottom side. I think if he if white does capture uh the N3 Blackstone.
yeah,
So that's on the side note. That's why black cannot pincer. So black must answer at maybe like on the right side, either Q6 before the pincer.
yeah. It's probably not a good idea when black or white is strong on the bottom. Um, no, I guess white could play something like this.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, exactly. And that would be a great shape for white. It's a
Yeah,
good utilization of the fourth line stones on the at G4 and H4, and it just works well with N4.
yeah. I also personally I kind of prefer this one, uh, just because I'm not sure I like this invasion.
Oh yeah, that could be annoying as well. So um
But yeah, I think this O3 is better than here.
I think you know what? There's another option. Like white approaches at white approaches at O3, right? Then black answers. Uh there. What if white tanukis and plays at F17? Because I kind of see that as a large move, right?
S17.
F17. Yeah, there.
Yeah. Uh, I kind of prefer this one though. To
Well, yeah, F16 obviously. Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't take my opening classes. Um, so yeah, what if he tanukis?
Mm, I don't know. I guess now white or black can go in.
I mean, if black pincers right now, white can just go into the corner, right?
Yeah.
So I actually think that this will be a good combination for white.
Yeah. Seems fine.
Yeah, seems
Like,
good, right?
yeah.
So okay, let's go back to the game and see what happened.
I would also like to say this move is not really great either. You would want to play here. Because here you are making black strong while your own stone at R9 are getting weaker. This type of,
Yeah, I think R9 is slightly problematic. He might just White might just play at R8 instead, even though it's
yeah,
only one space extension. It doesn't help black build
yeah,
stuff,
because if
right?
black, plays here now, then your own stone isn't hurt.
Well, this is still like good solid structure for white, but more importantly, in your variation, after white R8, black plays at R10, white gets Sente.
Yeah,
right? And now f16 seems very appealing.
Yeah.
And by the way, someone mentioned repost mentioned in Twitch chat. What if we talked about the pincer earlier? Like when white approached at oh 03, why black shouldn't pincer? And reposted this question. Pincer high maybe instead of n3. So he was referring to earlier. White 03. Black answered. Well, yeah, black high pincer. Yeah. So what if that happens?
I guess white would still jump out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it is a bit harder to attack a 4th line stone than a 3rd line stone. And if white jumps out again, then is black going to defend here?
Mm-hmm.
Or is black going to kind of save the other stone in some way? Because if black tries to...
Well, q8 will be a problem if black...
Yeah, that's the thing that now... This is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
You know, this sort of thing. So black can't really play like that.
I think what's even I think what a good plan would be for white is to actually bend at h5 first, like before jumping out.
Now?
Like bend at h5 right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
This just like came to me.
Yeah, but will black answer?
He needs to, right? If he doesn't,
Black can...
well, actually, white. Okay,
This seems fine for black.
Well, maybe white jumps out first, and then black falls. No, white bends.
Yeah,
I
and
just have a feeling that if white doesn't respond to h5, he might be faced with some like serious stuff.
Yeah. Mm.
But
Yeah.
But you see my point, because if black follows, white can just cap from above. Well, if white Hana is
I don't know, she's better.
okay,
There's this cap now.
Yeah, white can cut. So okay, let's say that happens. Then regardless of what is going to take place on the left side, white can cap from above at m6.
Yeah.
Right? That's more than just living. That's almost like devouring black's m4 stone into white's turf.
Yeah, so black can't allow this.
Like, so that would be a huge
I think black would need to jump out or something. You know.
He has to.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know if there a good way to... It seems black can just...
Well, if
Mm.
Well, if that happens, first of all, like
It still works, looks like.
I mean, if that happens, black settles. But first of all, white has pulled out the two stones at d7 and f7 in Sente, and more importantly,
there's also this stone,
yeah,
right? Now, again,
exactly.
is black going to defend here?
Oh, that's in Sente. Now he comes back and settles like at q3, and then at q2. Sorry, at q2, and then m2,
now?
whatever.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no. It's not like white would die. So if that happens, I think this is definitely good for white.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like that.
So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Actually, repost. That was an interesting thought indeed, and it's good that you asked. Um, okay, where are we? Ooh, jumping to. Okay, can I have the control a little bit? Thank you. So we're going to wrap this up real quick. So White played that. Realizing that he can Tanuki. Black invaded, and I actually want to talk about this game in another episode, but for now, I do want to finish with like a standard shape because we see this a lot, and I actually covered this in my very first Fridays with xhu98. It was a Q&A, and M. Lopez came to me and asked me this question: what if White has these D16 and D14, and um, and Black invades at C17, right? So White will play that, and what will Black do now? That's the question. So the standard response for Black is actually this one, B16. If White follows, then Black can live here, right?
Yeah, this seems like poor timing for that sort of invasion because I really want to play K16.
Uh-huh.
I don't want White to get centered to fix that. Some sort of, I don't know, K14 or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I was just talking about this like locally.
Yeah,
But I mean, like locally, this should work, right?
yeah.
So if Black does that, White attaches, then Black colonizes first. He can get this incentive. And after this, he notice that B18 is with the Tsuji. Black can live in the corner. Right, so that's one interesting thing to bring up. And let's see. So Black actually played here. Black actually played here. And what happened next? Oh, he didn't play there. Okay, so he played this. In fact, this was actually kind of damaging for Black because he automatically made White stronger on the outside, and it's kind of difficult for Black now because he has to live this in Gyote, or he might not even live.
Yeah, I think like earlier Black should have invaded at J17 or something there instead of the corner. Either that or maybe, yeah, or that one. That's a good move.
Right?
Yeah.
So or Dragonfist was suggesting this earlier.
Yeah, I'm not very sure about it because it seems hard to build a center.
Maybe this would be a good move actually. Because if you follow, then that, right?
Hmm.
So this will be just quick expansion.
Yeah. You're kind of
Black.
banking on getting a big center now, though. Like, if White plays E17 later, then he has a lot of territory on the top side.
Yeah, so which is why I think E18 is a good balance.
Yeah.
And in the game, black plays c17, and I was just talking about this earlier. Even though black can locally live in the corner, it's in my opinion better to do something on the top side, because like white now has a pretty strong wall on the outside, which allows him to expand quickly at K15, somewhere there, or L15. I think both of these spots would be good. And then I actually just want to end this episode with um, a life and death problem. How's that? Yeah. So this is pretty interesting, I think. So the question is, can black actually live? Because this is a common issue, and actually happened to me once, and I took a closer look after I lost. You always tend to remember like the losing positions, like rather than the winning positions. But yeah, here is a puzzle. Let's see what people say. You're still thinking?
I'm terrible at life and death, so.
Oh well. But what will be the first guess though? Like after B18, what's the one move that stands out?
Well, I guess D18, but then
Yeah,
black
right?
will play B15, and after white answer, black can play A17.
Now what?
I guess it doesn't work because now white can cut
Doesn't
at
work
beast.
because yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. He can do this,
yeah.
right? So, what about this then? By the way, this will be a good thing to learn if you haven't seen this before.
Well, I guess white. I mean, he definitely can't play C18 because then black just lives.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to try something else, like maybe B19 or
But then again, this will be hell.
Ace. Yeah. There's also the A17 point, but I haven't really.
I mean, he can just this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what? So you tried a lot of moves in the corner. What about uh moves on the outside?
So we're talking about like A14?
Yeah, what
Uh,
if that happens?
well, I guess black has to play A17.
right? And what happens
And
now?
now white can throw in.
Exactly, right? And what if black plays that? I mean, if white does this now, then black will live, right?
Yeah,
However, c19 is a good move here.
yeah. Because I guess if black plays b19, then
Mm-hmm.
mm, I guess white has to play a17.
Well, a17 would be
Yeah, yeah, of
making black
course.
live.
So he has to throw in.
Oh, that would be a ko.
Yeah,
So the strategy here is actually a18.
yeah,
Because if black a17, then what you can do now is throw in.
yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yep. I never do like life and death problems.
This is a good small conundrum almost like they're interesting indeed. Yeah. So actually I think I'm gonna cover the second part of the game in another episode. Um I think the opening has been interesting so far. I wanted to cover this in 35 minutes, but I realized it's just too good of a game. So yeah, but I think up to this point, it's still pretty close because both sides have uh, maybe like slightly better for white because he has settled on the right side and um,
Yeah,
black is having trouble with his top left corner.
yeah. I think the top is really looks really nice for white. I mean, white made the R9 exchange, which wasn't great, but that's really basically it. That's a mistake for white.
Yep. So yeah, this is an interesting game, and we'll look at this in the next week's episode. And well, for those of you who come today, it's about time to wrap up. But thank you so much for coming. And I'll upload this to YouTube. The broadcast has been broken a couple of times in between, so I need to merge all those videos. Uh, but yeah, and this has been a lot of fun actually. And thank you, Dragonfist, for coming to the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this has been a lot of fun. So if you want to support um sad face, we're out of time. um so if you want to support his work, um switch this. Please support his work on YouTube. He makes uh what videos do you make?
Uh,
Do you make videos other than Go videos?
Not really. I make only Go videos. I have some
Only
other
Go
like
videos. Okay, nice.
old.
Um
Yeah.
so yeah, if you wanna look at what he has produced, please go to his channel on YouTube, and you can also search for my channel, which is the Nova League, on YouTube. So if you subscribe to our channels, you will receive updates when we come up with new stuff. And other than that, tomorrow is Easter, so happy early Easter, everyone. Hope you have an excellent holiday. Get it? Because it's an old pun. Like you paint eggs on Easter, and uh, it's excellent.
That's really good.
Yeah, this is one of the old jokes. But yeah, anyways, thanks so much for coming, and I will see you guys in the next episode. And hopefully it will be on a Friday. I'm not sure yet. Um, this it might be on Friday night, but it's gonna be probably really late, or it might be on Saturday morning. So those are the time blocks when I'm free. But I'll try to keep this show going. And thank you guys for every bit of support. Um, we spend our free time making these videos, and it's great that you uh, come watch and hopefully learn something from our chit chat. Um, yeah, so thanks so much for watching again, and have a nice weekend, and as well as Easter. And I will see you guys next time.